My next guest is an American content producer, photographer, author, activist, and creator of Because of Them, We Can. Because of Them, We Can is an award winning campaign and platform that reaches 60 million people per month with custom and curated content that extracts and amplifies the good on a daily basis in the African American community. Please welcome to Money Making Conversations, Eunique Jones.
Hi.
Hi.
So much.
Where are you
Thanks for
calling
having
from?
me.
Where are you calling from?
I'm right outside of D.C. in Maryland.
Okay, you wide awake. You wide awake, which is good. Which is
Wide
good.
awake.
Is that your base, or you're an East Coast person?
I'm an East Coast person. Yes, I'm based here. Born and raised. Left for a little while. Came back.
Okay, cool. Tell me about that. I read a little bit. Do all my little research, and it was just talking about the. It was started. The Because of Them We Can was started in February of 2013 as a 28-day photo campaign where children appeared as iconic Black history figures of the past and present. It was inspired by your sons Chase and Amari to teach and refresh Black history while connecting the dots between the past, present, and future. That's how it started, huh?
It is. I was inspired by my sons, and really just the need to refute some of the stereotypes and narratives that we were inundated with during that time. That was the 1 year anniversary of Trayvon Martin's murder.
Right.
We were approaching Black History Month, and I just thought, wow, what can we do to inject some positivity into the universe and also uplift Black folks at the same time?
Now, when you say a photo shoot, what was it? Something local? Or were you doing it for a website, or were you doing it for a magazine? What was the reason behind that the campaign that you created with the 28 days?
Yeah, I wasn't commissioned or charged by anyone else to do it. It's something that I wanted to do on my own. I had been what you would call a weekend warrior in photography. I had built up a client. I built up a clientele on the weekends. I had a 9 to 5 working in advertising, and on the weekends I had fun photographing people. And so I saw it as an opportunity to extend my passion for social justice and art into a campaign. And so it was something I did on my own. You know, with Facebook, you have a platform if you have a
Right.
page, right?
Right.
If you have the internet and you have a domain name, you have a home online. And so I saw it as an opportunity to really do something from a proactive perspective to create what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't for a magazine or anyone else. It was for me, and I was sharing it with the world.
So that was 28 days, Black History Month in February. So what was the reaction to the campaign once it went online? I'm assuming you posted this on Facebook
Yep, I posted on Facebook
every
one
day.
picture each day,
Mhm.
and with each day, people really started to pay attention and understand that it was a part of a larger campaign, and they started to anticipate the images. And if I was late, if it wasn't at 9:13 and it was instead at 9:30, people started to say, "Where's the image for today? Who's the feature?" They were so taken aback and by seeing these young kids portraying these icons that we have grown to know and to love. And so it went viral. I mean, thousands of people shared it, and they
Right.
started to not only ask for more images, but they started to ask for products that embodied the photos, right?
Right.
So it was super successful.
Now you're an entrepreneur. You just did this it was a passion project. When did the entrepreneurial side pop in this campaign?
In February, it started. I didn't create it thinking I was going to monetize it. That was
Right.
never the goal. The goal was always just to create something that I wanted to see, and the people demanded that that e-commerce come into play. They asked, "Well, this picture is great. I would love a poster." And so I said, "Well, I can figure it out." So I started selling posters, and then people started to say, "Well, these posters are great, but I can't put all these posters up in my home. I would love a calendar."
Right.
And so I figured it out, started selling calendars. This was all in February. We started taking pre-orders. And then quickly enough, people started saying, "You know what? Posters are great. Calendars are great. I think I would love to have this as a coffee table book."
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a matter of just going with the flow and trying to keep leveling up as people demanded more and more, and doing research and reaching out to people who had success in this type of space to figure out how to navigate the waters. And so February 2013, towards the end, was when the entrepreneurship really started to come into play,
Hmm.
and it's still into play, right? Because you learn as the people demand more, and you continue to identify needs and ways to service them.
Well, that's important. That I like in this conversation that every time an opportunity came, you rose to the challenge. You didn't ignore it, and
Oh,
you kept moving forward. You kept, oh, I can't do that. What is that motivation? What is that? Is that time management? Is that proper planning? Why were you able to accept every request and try to move forward on it?
it wasn't really time management. It was more so not wanting to let the people down. It was seeing that the people were demanding something, and I mean, we have things that we'll try to create and put to the universe, and no one responds to it. And we wonder why. So, having been someone who's always been tinkering with things, I realized very quickly this is something. What is it? What it is, I don't know. But I can't risk not exploring it or not trying to level up and acquiesce to see how far it can go or see how many people need this same content or need these types of items that I felt like I needed in my home. And I know that representation matters, and we need more positive images of our of Black people in general, not just for kids, but for people of all races and all ages. And so it was more so me feeling like it was riskier not to take the risk. It was riskier not to acquiesce, not to move forward, or not to try. And so I'm always up for a challenge, and I've always been willing to try to figure things out since I was young, and is another opportunity to do just that.
And you're doing it. We're on the phone with the creator of Because of Them We Can. Because of Them We Can is an award winning campaign and platform that reaches 60 million people per month with custom and curated content that extracts and amplifies the good on a daily basis in the African American community. Unique Jones, how old were your sons when you initiated this 28? And also, that's my first question. And secondly, can I get access to see those 28 photos or images?
Yeah, absolutely. So my sons at the time were 4 years old and 5 months old. 4 years old and 5 months old. My baby boy, this has been his life. He is 6 years old now, and
Hmm.
so this has been all he knows is because of them we can.
Hmm.
Because he grew up on my lap. With me editing images and pictures. And yes, you can get access to those 28 images on becauseofthemwecan.com. Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, cool. I'm on Because of You on the site, Because of Them We Can site. Where can I find it? Because I really, first of all, you have a beautiful site. Okay.
Thank you.
I've been on this site several times, and so I'm on it. Where would I go? Because I'm excited about that. I'd like to be able to gain access to that. And so, are they?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. I'm on it
you
now.
could you could do a search. I'm going on there with you. I believe if you type in 28 days, it should populate for you.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do it with
28,
you.
28 days. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just a nosy guy trying to make it happen.
No pressure.
Hmm.
No pressure.
I see it right here. Doug Williams, 28 days, 28 photos celebrating Black History Month 2015, correct?
That's 2015, but it should be some more. Yes, that's the 2015 campaign. That's not the original 2013.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool. This is
searching it with
awesome.
you so I
So
can
you
pull
do
up
it
the
every year.
2013.
Every year you add it. So ever since 2013, you've been doing a different series of 28-day photos, and it's been pretty awesome, huh?
Yep. So in 2013, started off with 28 photos, and then in 2014, I think I did some type of video content, and then in 2015 did more photos. And every year for the last 6 years have launched a Black History Month campaign. The last 3 years we've done videos, and so we did a video of little kids as news anchors.
Right.
We did a music video. We
Yeah.
did kids refuting what alternative facts were and
Hmm.
presenting positive Black facts. So
Hmm.
every year we've done a video during Black History Month, and every day we make sure that we amplify and create content that portrays or embodies Black excellence.
For instance, Stuart Scott. You have a little kid emulating, I call him the great Stuart Scott. Uh, when you die, it does not mean you lose the cancer. You beat cancer by how you live, while you live, and in the manner in which you live. A quote from Stuart Scott: "See this young man at a desk, had some glasses similar to ones worn by Stuart Scott." This is pretty amazing. Lena Horne.
Thank you.
You have Desmond Tutu, a young man looking like Desmond Tutu, just missing a little gray hair in his little wig.
Little gray. Missing a little gray.
This, John Legend, little kid. That's what I'm saying. You do the past, the current, and the future. John Legend, young man, emulating John Legend. Ralph Abernathy, Ella Fitzgerald. That's from the 2015 calendar. So this is really emotional. We're gonna come back. She's got me caught up there because I was impressed by this whole campaign that you put together. It's viewed by over 60 million people monthly. Because of them, we can.com. We'll be back with more Eunique Jones on Money Making Conversations. I appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching. A show that I created for you to get information to win with. Hi, Rushion McDonald. I am back with more Money Making Conversations. On the phone is Eunique Jones. I continue to want to say what she's accomplished. Because of them, we can is an award-winning campaign and platform that reaches 60 million people per month. Let's hear, this is not a person who just jumped out there and just had an idea. Her background, her career, online advertising with Microsoft. And over the past decade, she's worked with a variety of companies such as American Family Insurance, Nickelodeon, Genworth Financial, BET, the Oprah Winfrey Network, and Custom Inc., just to name a few. So your brand, even though this is your brand, but you're smart enough to understand that create multiple streams of income. That's the way you're making your success lanes now, correct?
Correct. So one of the things that I do is I'm a content creator, and I do have an advertising background. And so I do work with other companies in a consulting capacity to help them create culturally relevant and responsible campaigns that contribute to their bottom line at the end of the day, but also make sure that they represent us in our best light.
Right. So you had some things, they always send me talking points. So make sure, Rushion, I know you nosy, but we got some things we have to talk to. This is the reason she came on the show. So in December 2018, you launched the Because of Them We Can boxes. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so the boxes.
You relaunched that, excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, December 2018, we launched Because of Them We Can boxes. So the subscription box industry is huge, right? Like people every month pay a fee.
Absolutely.
And they get these amazing products. And so I started to think, over the years, people have continuously asked, how can I continue to get this type of content in my home, in my schools? We were traveling the country, going to classrooms. And so I thought, wow, what if we gave kids their own version of a campaign every month, but in a way that checks a couple of boxes for parents? One, it'll teach the kids Black history.
Right.
Two, it'll provide them with practical products. From clothing to, for instance, this month, the theme of the box is Black Wall Street. So the kids get to learn about Black Wall Street in the box, but they also get a wallet. They get a bank. They get a calculator. They get a backpack to put all that stuff in. They get play money that has like Madam C.J. Walker on it, a doodle of Madam C.J. Walker, of Harriet Tubman, of Barack Obama. And so they get stickers and a lapel pin. We really try to make learning fun, but also applicable so that these are products that they would normally have to get at some point. You need a piggy bank. You need a wallet. You need a calculator. And so this is stuff that constantly reinforces not just Because of Them We Can brand, but who we can, who we're able to do things. This one is because of Black Wall Street. So everything in the box is branded because of Black Wall Street, and it teaches the kids about Greenwood. It teaches the kids about collective economics. It teaches the kids about ownership, about real estate, and about the land rush that actually led to the establishment of Black Wall Street in Oklahoma.
Right. I want to make a correction. You did correct it. It was December 2018. You launched the Because of Them We Can boxes. Now then you went over to the fact you talked about the Black Wall Street boxes. Now my schedule is saying that comes out this month, the month of April, right?
Yeah, those boxes. The kids have those boxes in hand now. Those boxes are in the air.
How do we order those? How do we order those? And is there a fee? Can you order just that box, or you have to join the subscription plan?
No, we don't do one-time boxes. We do subscription plans, but you can cancel at any time.
Okay, so don't sound bad, Ms. Jones. I'm just trying to get the information out. This is good. You're running the business, okay?
No, absolutely. So yeah, people can cancel at any time. So
Hmm.
they basically go on our website. They would sign up for a monthly plan. That plan is $39.99 a month. We that includes their shipping and handling.
Hmm.
And there are other plans. People might say, well, you know what? I want to go ahead and pay for 3 months up front or 6 months up front. Some people
Hmm.
say I'll just go ahead and get a year up front. All of
Hmm.
those packages are available online, and that's to ensure that regardless of the age of 5 to 12. But regardless of the race of your child, regardless of where you live, you can have access to Black history and Black excellence on a consistent basis, and know that your kid is not only learning, but they're having fun while they're doing it.
So these can make great gifts.
Oh, absolutely. We have godparents and aunties and uncles that have subscribed for their kids, their nieces and nephews, their godchildren. We have teachers that have purchased boxes for their classrooms.
Hmm.
And we do have, you can buy a one-time gift at a 3, 6, or 12-month increment under the gift option.
The reason I like this
Hmm.
because kids are really, you said between the ages of 5 and 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the cool thing about it. Once a kid knows something is coming every month, they get excited. They get
Yeah.
excited, and then the fact it comes in and so that's why it makes a great gift to me. I know I'm a buyer. I got a couple of nephews. This would be perfect for them because a kid never gets mail. They
Right.
never get
Right.
it. They never get mail. And so once you
Right.
get the mentality, the mental structure in their mind that this is how the system works, the mailman brings information, you receive it, and they become special. You want your child or somebody you know to start feeling special at a very early age and learn. Have them start receiving mail on a regular basis. It'll also open
Hmm.
their mind to conversation about what the mail system is all about bills, about what comes in the mail. And when they get the mail, they actually won't be concerned about it now because guess what? They get something in the mail. Because right now, as a
Absolutely.
young kid, 5 and 12 years old, they don't care nothing about that mailbox. They have no reason
At
to go
all.
out there. In fact, if you send them out there
Right.
to get your mail, they're gonna leave some of the mail in the mailbox.
Right. Right.
And that's why it's important that's why I love this campaign. So these little things that people don't understand about the way a child thinks. A child is a blank slate. And as you give them information, then they grow and they prosper. And as they prosper, then they become excited about learning more things. And so if you're sending them this gift box that has information and it's designed for curiosity. So next month, guess what? They waiting on June. They waiting on July. They waiting on
Hmm.
August.
Hmm.
And also, and I'm kind of getting a sense of it because if you go to her website's amazing. It's interesting when you go to a website because I see a lot of websites, and there's a lot of competitive websites out. You got Ebony out there, you got Black News out there, you got Essence out there, you got Black Enterprise out there. But her website caught my attention because she actually was telling me information that I was interested in wanting to know. Because sometimes I don't care about uh, uh, who got in the fight. What two black people got in the fight because guess what? They trying to date the same person. I don't really care about that all the time. Her site's not about that. And not saying those other sites are wrong. Her site's about positive, good, valued situations that happen. Like the biggest, the largest African American uh, law class at Harvard. All these folks sitting on these steps. I'm going, they let that many black people in Harvard? I was stunned when I saw that. It's just that even I who I'm a curator of information. I can be stunned. The average person will be more stunned because I'm the person that's supposed to know everything. And that's what you're telling me is that you're providing information, and as people get this information, they become better off. Am I correct?
That is correct. It's about, we believe that you don't have to be a celebrity to be celebrated. So anybody can appear on the Because of Them We Can website if they've done something notable, if they've done something we feel like the community needs to know about. And so we're constantly looking for stories that epitomize Black excellence. And we cover pop culture, but only in a positive light, only the
Mm-hmm.
best of the best, only
Mm-hmm.
the positive and the
Mm-hmm.
uplifting stories, because
Mm-hmm.
we need an outlet where
Mm-hmm.
we can go and not feel like we're going to need counseling once we log off, or
Mm-hmm.
not feel like we've been triggered by seeing an image. If anything, when you go on the Because When We Can website, that's if you need a dose of happiness or joy or just a positive outlet. That's where everyone goes to get that, whether it's the website, whether it's our Instagram page or our Facebook page. People know they can count on us for that type of content.
And that's amazingly good to hear because if you go into this website looking for Cardi B busted Nicki Minaj upside the head. Wrong site. Wrong site. Wrong
Mhm.
site. That's not
Mhm.
what. But the
Mhm.
thing about it is that, because I followed BET over the years, and African American news can tend to be I wouldn't say the word boring, but like it doesn't take me to the next level of information. When I would go to your website, I had learned so much and became so engaged. How do you
Mhm.
how do you curate your stories? How do you create your stories that makes a person like me interested, as well as a person in their teens interested, as well as a millennial interested?
Well, we all want to see ourselves. We want to see ourselves reflected, and there's a certain disconnect or distance between you and a celebrity. As you know, as this is as a from a everyday person, but you can go on that site and see somebody that reminds you of your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your nephew. You can see a story about a young child who got a scholarship. You can see a story about a father and a son and their bond over a viral video. And so the site is all about being relatable. It's all about making sure that somebody can go on that site and find a mirror or someone else who looks like them or reminds them of someone in their home. And so we get people send us stories all the time. They email us at hello@becausewenwecan.com. They submit and say, my mom made history. She's the first black woman to do X, Y, and Z in this county. That's a story, regardless if it's a big county or not, that we're gonna publish it. We're gonna write about it.
Hmm.
There are stories that we see on the internet. There was a story that went up the other day about the only black-owned movie theater in Baltimore, right outside of Baltimore,
Hmm.
and that just came from being on Facebook, and it showed up in my actual news feed. And I said, well, this is something that everybody should be talking about. And that story alone drove about 100,000 visitors to the site in 2 days. And so we're constantly looking for stories like that. We post the obvious, but we feel like there are so many other stories that we hear and we know about in our everyday lives. And so we're always asking people to send them to us.
Awesome.
And we're always looking
Awesome.
for them as well.
She is the creator of Because of Them We Can, and also the recipient of the 2019 Toyota Going for Gold honor at the 2019 NAACP Image Awards. Eunique Jones, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
You're awesome, and I will support you through my social media. Keep winning.